Hello, this is Rob Syke here, and it is October the 15th, and I just wanted to share with you an experience that I had over the last number of days, and it was pretty interesting. I was invited by a number of Aggies who conspired to put my name forward, and thanks to Darren Howie and Robin Anderson and Rick White, CEO of the Canadian Canola Growers Association, who invited me to participate in a 3-day conference in Rome. And wouldn't you know it, the year that I get invited to participate in a Rome conference, we don't get to go to Rome. Instead, we get to wake up at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning and attend a 3-day conference. This conference was attended by well over 1,000 delegates, and it was convened as a high-level special event to look at global food security, and it was put on by the Committee for World Food Security that's associated with the FAO and the UN. 1,000 delegates, darn near 1,000 delegates attended from all over the world. We had UN, FAO people, we had people from Unilever, we had people from Ministries of Agriculture in Indonesia. We had groups from Sweden and Switzerland. And as you can see on the screen below my face here, my session, I had the ministers of Germany and Dominican Republic and United Arab Emirates, the agriculture ministers. And so the private sector mechanism that Robin Anderson is involved in is a conglomeration of a whole bunch of international agri-food people, and I named some of them. I'm also excited to see that the Global Farmer Network is part of it, and I know lots of farmers that are in the Global Farm Network, and this is really exciting. So they asked me to address two questions. One was, what are the roles and responsibilities of the private sector in achieving sustainable food systems and healthy diets? And the second question that I was asked to address is, tell us about the importance of creating business environments for the private sector to improve government's ability to end malnutrition in all of its forms. So I'd like to read to you what I presented today, and then I'll wrap it up with a few comments and observations. Honorable delegates, greetings from the private sector mechanism on this Rural Women's Day. COVID-19 creates an opportunity for the public and private sectors to work together in new ways to address global food security. My work as an agronomist and agricultural entrepreneur has been to help farmers increase soil health while increasing profitability. For without farm profitability, you have no sustainability. I personally know of many families who have been farming the same land for 100 years or more. To me, these are shining examples of sustainability, and I do not know why these modern farms are being misunderstood as somehow being unsustainable. Sustainability is a moving target that is achieved by us learning and unlearning and relearning what works and does not work on the farm. It is about recognizing that in each farming philosophy, there are scientific principles that should be adopted and others that should be left behind. We need to recognize that the practices that have fed a population of the past will not be adequate to feed the population of the future. Soil cultivation, for example, leads to soil degradation. Soil health is key to agriculture resilience and food security. In Canada, the US, and especially Argentina, I have witnessed the implementation of zero-till techniques that result in increased yields, profitability, carbon sequestration, and soil health. Well-managed farms and ranches implement a wide variety of technology that increase sustainability, including soil testing, sensor integration, digitization of data, remote sensing, precision application of crop inputs, and even robotics. Passionate private sector people work every day to collaborate with farmers to leverage technology to solve problems. For example, our company, AgVisor Pro, has created a platform to provide instantaneous connectivity between farmers and agronomists and agricultural experts who can now be on the farm without being on the farm. It is through the implementation of sound agronomics that we address the issues of malnutrition, issues like zinc and mycotoxin. Soils deficient in zinc result in stunted crops and stunted human beings. There is no philosophy that will create more zinc in soils. Only by adding zinc will you grow better crops and healthier humans. Speaking of health, mycotoxin are organic toxins produced by molds and fungus that ravage crops. Mycotoxin are the number one food killer and a major cause of liver cancer in humans. Mycotoxin-infected food affects billions of humans and is attributed to the death of millions of human beings annually. COVID has put a spotlight on agriculture. As public and private partners, let us concentrate on science-based outcomes by agronomically addressing issues that will increase farm prosperity and food security for all. So that's what I shared. Now some observations. There was a predominance of language around the terminology agroecology, agroecological practices, regenerative agriculture, and organic agriculture. Now the new one, natural agriculture. Well, I don't know what all of these mean. I think they all boil down to one thing, which is soil carbon, healthy soils, water retention, and being able to grow nutrient density crops. However, as I observed, there seems to be kind of a vilification of modern agriculture, and I don't understand that. There are certainly components of all these philosophies and ideologies that make sense, and others that just simply don't. As an agronomist working with soil, I've watched farmers over the last 4 decades of my career increase soil health, reduce tillage, and increase yields, and do a better job of balancing the soil and balancing the nutrients inside the crops they're growing. I also know that farmers that reduce tillage bring a lot of carbon dioxide into the ground. For every 1% of organic matter increased on a 6-inch slice of soil, you're bringing in about 20 metric tons of carbon dioxide per acre, or 50 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent per hectare. These are important sustainability issues. I think that we need to raise up our level of discussion, because there's a lot of people that were raising questions and spouting off that I don't think have been on a farm or in a field or soil tested or understand the challenges at farm level. Farming and agriculture is extremely nuanced, and there's no one silver bullet. Also through the conference, there was a lot of accolades for the World Food Program that won a Nobel Peace Prize for their pursuit of ending hunger. Not one person mentioned the scientists at University of Berkeley, Doudna and Carpentier, who were the first 2 women ever to be jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for Science based on their innovation in biogenetics and biomedicine. Undoubtedly, their technology will be part of the cure for COVID. And it seems to me paradoxically strange that we would embrace technology such as that to solve the problem of COVID and not embrace the same technology to solve the problems of food production in the face of climate change and food scarcity and malnutrition. Anyways, those are some thoughts. If you're interested in learning more, please buy my book. It's available on Amazon, Food 5.0, How We Feed the Future. You can also reach out to us at AgVisor Pro and download the app and become part of a community that connects agriculture in a better and more efficient and more instantaneous manner. Thanks for listening to this, and let's continue to forge ahead to make sure that agriculture is infinitely sustainable.